In today's video, we're going to take you on a Jeep ride.
I've got a million emails that I haven't read. Got a brake pad squeaking that I gotta check, but I don't mind it. 'Cause I got her riding on that shotgun side, with that take me till the sunrise look inside her eyes. Now we're flying, yeah, we're flying. We got 10 miles of open road, that's in the radio. We got both windows down and no one around. Don't have to take it slow, we're good to go. There's some baggage sitting in the trunk I see, in the rear view mirror looking back at me. No, I don't hide it, 'cause she's dancing, singing out to every song, and she's always got all of the lyrics wrong, but she don't mind it. No, she's still shining. We got 10 miles of open road, that's in the radio. We got both windows down and no one around. Don't have to take it slow, we're good to go. Yeah, we're good to go.
Today we went on a Jeep ride at Sampson Mountain Wilderness Trailhead, located inside Horse Creek Recreation Area in the Cherokee National Forest.
Yep, about 5.5 miles.
5.5 miles.
It's pretty rocky. It's not a...
Yeah, they rate it moderate on the trail and suggest that you probably should have a lift and bigger tires.
Definitely.
There's some clearance issues.
Yeah, and we were lucky enough on the way in, we ran into the hiking llamas.
Yeah, that is a thing, believe it or not.
People actually pay to take the llamas on a hike.
They walk the llamas.
They walk
what
them.
they do.
They don't ride them. And they go up and they do some kind of picnic, I think.
Lunch,
and
I
lunch,
think it is,
and
yeah.
then they come back down, so it's pretty cool.
Horse Creek also offers camping on a first-come, first-served basis if you're interested in the area. It's outside of Greenville, Tennessee.
I would say mostly for smaller rigs, though.
And it's strictly boondocking, in case you want to know. There are no hookups, and it's at $10 a night. So if you're interested anyway. The trailhead is an old forest road.
Service road, yeah.
Yes.
It's used by a lot of local Jeepers. And it's about 5.5 miles, 6 miles up and one way, and then...
Has an elevation gain of about 3,000.
Yeah, it goes to, what, 4,060 feet, I believe, is what the peak is. And again,
how many river crossings?
You should have at least a small lift, a couple inches or more, and some off-road tires. You're not going to make it in a regular stock
all-wheel
vehicle.
drive, no way.
There's a couple tricky points where you got to really, maneuver your way around some rocks, and there's some clearance issues. And also in the winter and spring, there's 5 river crossings, I believe, and they get pretty deep. So when we went through, they weren't bad. It was...
they were passable.
They were low.
About halfway up on the tires, so it wasn't too bad on some of them.
But we had done this trail ride, half of it, not even half of it.
No,
we made it to the second river crossing last winter.
We had gone by ourselves, and that's not something I recommend. You really should be doing it with a buddy.
Yeah, so we got it to the second river crossing, and it was... it would probably be halfway up our Jeep doors at that time, so I was like, nah, we're not going to do this alone. It would be okay if you had another vehicle with you, but we decided to back out.
Not a lot of backing out areas either.
No,
once you're committed, though, once you get from a certain point, you're pretty much committed.
Yeah, there's not a lot of turnaround areas and pull-off areas. It can be done. There's a few, but luckily we didn't run into any traffic. The only traffic was we had one guy in a side-by-side come up from behind, so we let him go by.
a step in the water, dude. Your feet are already wet.
I can't.
Step.
I got that on tape. I'm soaked. You got a towel.
About halfway up, about 3/4 of the way up the trail, we stopped for lunch. We had a
That's
nice
about
pull-off-
3/4. There's a big
3/4.
area up there where everybody stops and has a picnic or whatever. I think there's a Jeep club that uses this from time to time too, and they make a whole trail run, daily trail run is what I've been told. So it's a good time, and the whole area. One thing to note is you should have bear spray with you or something, because it's a bear sanctuary. The whole area, that Horse Creek area, is all designated as bear sanctuary because there's a lot of berries in the area too.
There's a lot of hiking trails as well. So, as Randy was saying, you do want to have your bear spray. There were several opportunities. Once we got up to the top, it takes you to the Appalachian trails.
There's a Sarvis Cove trail up there, and then there's some other trail that we didn't look into that takes you to the Appalachian Trail, the end of the Appalachian Trail or something like that.
But definitely come with your bear spray.
I would, and it definitely looks like bear country. So,
well, everything we've read too, it says that this is one of the most populated areas at Cherokee National Forest, Horse Creek. Like you said, it's a reserve sanctuary.
Yeah. So.
Outside of the Great Smoky Nationals, so
I'm sure there's bear there.
I'm sure there's plenty of bear there.
Well, as far as the trail, it's not too difficult. You have to run. You definitely have to be in 4-wheel drive, and it's more rocky. It's not super, crazy rocks, but I mean,
the waterfalls were nice.
It's a slow ride. It's not something you're gonna blaze right up there. It took us how long, probably?
Oh, I mean, it was half a day in and out.
Yeah, probably about that. Yeah.
Right, about 4 hours.
Probably 4 to 6 hours to do the whole thing.
And we did stop and have lunch, and
we did have one section where we had to put some wood in.
Yeah, got a little hairy.
We had to put the tree that was down in the section and try to get us over it because it was just it was impassable.
Well, it was washed out, wasn't it?
Washed out, yeah, from the rain. So.
Yeah.
But we made it.
It was a good time. It's
yeah.
definitely a beautiful ride.
Yep.
A lot of fun. We
And
had
it
a good
changes
time.
as the seasons change, so that's what makes it decent. So it was a good time. We had a good time with it.
Beautiful views.
Yep. We did do a little hike at the end.
Hiking. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and we'll see you in our next video.